الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهديه الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وخليله بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة وكشف الله به الأمة وجاهد في سبيل الله حتى أتاه اليقين. اللهم جازه عنا وعن والدينا خير ما جزيت نبيا عن أمته ورسولا عن قومه. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله تعالى، وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة. وما قل وكفى خير مما كثر وألهى، وإنما توعدون لآت وما أنتم بمعجزين. أما بعد. In the name of Allah, the compassionate, the most merciful, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We praise Him, we seek His help, we seek His guidance, and we ask His forgiveness, and we seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala from the evil of ourselves and from the worst of our deed. Indeed, whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide will not be misguided, and whoever chose misguidance, there will be no guidance for him. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is His messenger sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Dear brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala يقول في كتابه العزيز: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قد جاءكم من الله نور وكتاب مبين يهدي به الله من اتبع رضوانه سبل السلام ويخرجهم من الظلمات إلى النور بإذنه ويهديهم إلى صراط مستقيم. Allah Azza wa Jalla is telling us, قد جاءكم, indeed we send you a book. قد جاءكم من الله نور, and the light from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That light and that book, Allah will guide. يهدي به الله, Allah will guide whoever will follow it. You have to follow His word, so He will guide you and give light in your heart, so you can see the right and wrong. You can tell what is right and what is wrong. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised, whoever will follow my word, I will put him in the straight path till the judgment day, till the paradise, Jannatin tajri min tahtiha al-anhar. We talked in last week about the relationship between the Muslim, the true Muslim, with his God. Remember that, my brother and sister. And we talked about the relationship between the Muslim and himself, and his body, his brain, his health. We talked about in details. We talked about the Muslims in his relation with his parents, because they are a very important part in your life. We talked about the Muslim and the relation between the Muslim and his family, the small one, his wife and his children. And we finished that part, my brother and sister. Today, let us talk about another picture of the Muslim, the true Muslim, and how to build the personality for that Muslim. How we can build that Muslim, the one who will be proud of, the one who will be a good picture of the Islam, the one who will represent the Islam, the one who will have a great life himself and make people happy around him. Where we need to talk about today, my brothers and sisters, we need to talk about the Muslim in his relation with his kinship. With his kinship, what I mean about that? About your family. Yeah, already I talked about the family. No, I talked about the small one, your wife and your children. But there is a big family, my brother and sister. Did Islam talk about the big family? Of course, talked about the big family. The big family, not only your wife and your children and your parents, because we talked about them. No, there is other people, Al-Islam care about them. Allah Azza wa Jal advised us about them. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam commanded us to be good with them. Who's those people? Your family members. Who is I'm talking about? I'm talking about your brothers and sisters. I'm talking about their kids, their children, your brother and sister's children. This is your family. I'm talking about your aunt and uncle. From the father's side, we call them what? We call them am and amma. The am, your father's brother or your father's sister. Am wa amma. These people, Allah mentioned them, and Prophet Muhammad ﷺ mentioned them. And from your mother's side, al-khal wal-khala, your mother's brothers and your mother's sister. Those also Al-Islam talked about them, and he commanded you. What about my grandfather and my grandmother? Both of them, you have to care about them. Your nephews and your cousins, all of them, they have part in our faith, in our deen, and we have command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those people, the one I mentioned, my brother and sister, they have, the Muslim has to have a relation, a special one, between him and them. This relation, it has a special name in Islam. The relationship itself, it has a name, and that name is a special name. What the name of that? It's just to be good with it. No, Al-Islam called it two words. I will explain to you what those two words to understand how important in Islam your family. Your family, the one who is not living with you, the one who is far from you, the one you forgot about them, those people. Al-Islam called it Silatul Arham. Silatul Arham. Let us take word by word. Sila means the kindness, the good treating. This is Silat, to be kind. With whom? Al-Arham. Al-Arham, plural of word Rahim. Let us go with word Rahim. Rahim, in the Arabic language, Rahim means what? The womb. The womb, the one the woman have it. The one everyone has to be in it before he or she comes to this life. Al-Rahim. This is called womb. But in Arabic called Rahim. Do you have any similar name or close name for word Rahim? Did you hear something close to that? Yes. Actually, it's two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He has many names and the attributes and the characteristics. Two of them very close to this word. Ar-Rahman, compassionate, the compassionate. Ar-Rahim, the most merciful. So Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, Ar-Rahim. Oh, what the relation between those three words? Yes. Word Ar-Rahim, Allah Azza wa Jal, the Almighty Himself, took it from His own name. And He gave that part in the woman's body, like the brain, like stomach, the legs. Oh, the womb, called it Ar-Rahim. He gave the Rahim name from His name. Ishtaqahu min ismi. So now, if Allah Azza wa Jal gives something He created, part of His name, what does that make you think about that part? It's important or not? It's very important. I don't think there is something other than that would be important than that. Allah Azza wa Jal called it Ar-Rahim, part of His name. Yes. And He said, you have to maintain your kinship. Ar-Rahim. You have to be kind with them. You have to take care of them. Because Ar-Rahim, it's important in my eye, and I give it, and I give the name of the Rahim part of my name. So you have to know it's an important issue now. To be kind with the family member, the one I mentioned, it's not depending only of your etiquette or if your taste or if you desire to do that or not, or if you like to do that or not, or it depends on your circumstances or not. No. Silatul Arham, the one you understand now, you have to do it. It's a must on you. Like what? Like prayer. It's a must. Like as siyam, fasting. It's a must. As zakat, to give in charity for the poor people. It's a must. To say the truth. It's a must. All of that, this is must do? Yes. Why? Because the one who commanded you to pray, he is the same one who commanded you to be kind with your family members, the big family, my brothers and sisters. So to visit them? Yes. To give them and help some money financially? Yes. To be kind in the way you treat them? Yes. To advise them if they need advice? Yes. To give them gift? Yes. To support them? Yes. All of that is what is must on you with your family member, the big family, my brother and sister, as much as you can. If you can do a lot, you have to do a lot. If you cannot do a lot, you do what you can do. But you should know, and you should understand, this is not something you can do it or not. It's a fard on you, my brothers and sisters. We hearing here and there, oh, I have a brother, I never saw him before. I have a brother in a different state, I don't know about him. I never saw my uncle. I didn't see my aunt for last 70 years. What? This is not in the Islam, my brother and sister. The one who understands Islam, the one who practices Islam, the one who cares about himself when he stands before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the judgment day, he will never say a word like that, my brothers and sisters. Also, to be good and to maintain your kinship, it's not because they are good with you. No. Regardless the way they treat you. In Islam, yes. Now we need to know the Islam. We need to have that a good Muslim. It doesn't matter. The way they treat you, we will not look at it. Why? Because I'm a Muslim. I'm listening and obey to God, to Allah. And whatever He's telling me to do, I will do it. It doesn't matter if that person deserves or not. This is not your issue. Why? Because many people, including many Muslims, they don't know that right. They don't care about that thing, that matter. So, you will not depend on the way they treat you. I will treat them good as Allah commanded me, regardless of the way they treat me. This number one. Number two, you will not do something good expecting them to reply to you with something good. No. Don't expect anything from anyone. Why? Expect only the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if you will do good because I'm waiting for the good, don't do it. If you do good because they treated me good, don't do it. Do it only for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so you will never be hurt. You will never feel bad. You will never expecting something to happen to you, and when it doesn't happen, you feel bad. No, I'm doing that because Allah commanded me to do, and He knows what is good for me, and what's good for my family, what's good for my community, what's good for my ummah, I will do it. It doesn't matter if those people deserve or not. And Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said في الحديث الصحيح, إن الله خلق الخلق حتى إذا فرغ منهم. Allah Azza wa Jal created all creation, everything you know and you don't know about it. Some of the creation you know, but most of the thing you have no idea about it. Maybe people will discover it in the future. But when Allah finished that, He created, look, and Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, He created ar-rahim. He created the womb. As I told you, it's an important part. Then, ar-rahim itself stood up. Don't tell me how. There's many things we don't know about it. Ar-rahim stood up before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And she said, yes. She said what? هذا مقام العائذ بك من القطيعة. The Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, the womb said, oh Allah, I seek refuge in you. You are the one who created me. I seek refuge in you from something people they will do.